Okay, this is session number 1 of Pursuit of Danger, a Stardrifter solo adventure. Now, most of this, or much of it, is and already has been randomly rolled to determine what exactly it is that's going to happen during the adventure. Now, as you can see, we're using the Stardrifter Universal Dungeon Terrain, or SUDT as I call it. We also have a dice tower that I made, and it's set up so that you can see the dice. I think you can, we'll do that way. You can see the dice as they're rolled. And over here we have our dice corral, so that's our dice, and these are our tabs that we can use to count almost anything we need. So I'm going to try to keep track of rounds. There isn't any particular reason this time around, but I think in future, assuming the characters live, in our future sessions, we might have a set number of rounds before something might happen, right? We don't know exactly what, and I haven't set that up, so I'm not worrying about it necessarily right now, but I might find some use for it this time, counting hit points or whatever. All right, so since the last time, I've kind of codified things a little bit, and I have printed some things out. All right, we're going to have it here. Now, I'm calling the number on this SSA-01, or Stardrifter Solo Adventure, number 1, Pursuit of Danger. Okay, so the idea here, we have a premise, as we went over last time. Our premise is that the PCs are hired to deal with a situation involving a MacGuffin, or just McG, as I have it written there. Now, you probably can't read any of this, so I'll just read it out. And the setting. Okay, I'll read this. I have a kind of a narrative thing going on here first, and this will set. I won't go through this every single time, just this one time. Okay, the setting. The time is the future, specifically the year 471 GT, as counted by the Future Era Galactic Time calendar. This falls early in the 27th century by our present-day reckoning. The location is Opal City Station, or OCS, many light years from Terra, also known as Earth. OCS is an artificial space colony, city-sized and orbiting a yellow main sequence star called Moquette. There are other space colonies in this star system, but our 4 heroes are currently on this one. Now you remember our 4 heroes. We've got Crate, we've got Dremmer, we've got Malachi, and we've got Selma. Those are our heroes. Okay. And who are they? Well, we've got Selma Fono, the leader of the group. We've got Malachi Ano, space pilot and a scary guy to piss off. Dremmer Balfour, a soldier in the group's tank. And Thomas Crate Booker. He's a medic and interrogation specialist. We begin with our team sitting at a table in Annabelle's Diner at the corner of Starboard 8th Street and 5th Avenue in the quiet Besker neighborhood on Opal City Station. Go on, kitty, go. They are enjoying a modest lunch, discussing their prospects, which, as it turns out, aren't very good. Collectively, they have enough Q, an electronic currency of the future, to leave Moquette Star System and travel someplace else, but only just. Business has been slow, and the mood is grim. But then Selma, right there, receives a call on her communication device. The number is one she doesn't recognize. The voice is clearly disguised. I understand that you and your partners are for hire and that you're looking for work. I have a job offer. The voice refuses to identify itself or to even name who it was that recommended our heroes. That's pretty shady, but merc work is a shady business. Selma sets up a conference line with the rest of the team, and they listen in as the voice makes a pitch. There's a man named Pilo Roja. He has a piece of information I need. You ask him, what color is the sky? The answer will be one word. He will tell you the truth or he will lie and say he has no idea what you are talking about. Either answer has value to me. I strongly believe he is still alive, but Roja has disappeared. He might still be on OCS or he might have left. The job is to track him down, ask the question, and then tell me his answer. Negotiations go back and forth before a price is settled on. 13,000 Q. While they're still on the call, a quarter of that amount is deposited into the player characters, PCs, into the PC's company account as a retainer. They're told the balance is to be paid upon completion of the mission, along with all reasonable expenses incurred along the way. The voice states that the mission is time sensitive. The group has 5 weeks at the most, or else the information will be useless. If Selma and her team don't have it by then, they can forget the balance of their fee. Selma tells the voice that they need a lead of some sort if they're going to make any progress right off the bat. There's an office on the 4th floor of the Gorman building on Grand Avenue, here on OCS. There's no name on the office door, and no one really knows what sort of business it is. There's just a metal sign which has a tree etched on it. Pilo Roja used to work there. Finally, they are told to call back while anywhere in Moquette Star System using this same communication number. When they have learned the color of the sky, they will be paid the rest of their money. The call then ends, and the mission begins. Okay, so I rolled last time in session 0. I rolled a lot of these, but I've added a few things too, and we'll go over those really quickly now. Don't worry, we're going to have at least this first scenario done by the end of this video. All right, so the PCs were hired by a mysterious party. The MacGuffin is a secret message, as we see there. What they're supposed to do with the MacGuffin: locate and retrieve the MacGuffin. That is, find the information and bring it back. They have 1 day, they have to add 1 day at the end of the adventure because of locate and retrieve. However, we'll get that back in just a moment. The number of weeks the player characters have to fulfill the contract, we rolled 1 die 6 plus 1 week per location, which is step 6 that we haven't gotten to. Our total is 5, so that tells you something. This is the calendar that I'll be working off of. For every day that they're here, we're marking one of these off. This is how much time they have. These are the 5 weeks, and these are the days. Okay. The player characters are being paid 13,000 Q. We already figured that out. The number of locations to which they must travel. Now, there's a difference here. We're talking about locations and places. In session 0, I called them people and places. That's a little awkward, so we're just going with places. So we have locations and we have places in those locations. And locations are generally completely far afield from each other. Okay? So we're going this time around. We know that we're going to be going, and I'll be going over it with this sheet here. We're up to what? Step 6. Number of locations to which we must travel in this adventure is 3. And the locations where the PC are hired, we have to subtract 1 day at the end of the adventure. All right, and it's because something we already rolled, which we'll be getting to, we're starting off in OCS, so there's no consideration here for the number of light years to be traveled, and no travel costs because they're right here on this station. The number of different places that they'll have to visit is 4. So they're going to have to go through to 4 different places on OCS. Now, they don't know that, but we do. Okay. Now, up here, I have expenses, and this is going to be their expense sheet. And we're going to keep track of that because they got a quarter of that amount, that 13,000, right up front, and that number is 3,250 Q. That's what they're going to be. That's their operating fund, right? And they're going to have to pull from that if they have to travel. There are lots of considerations that they'll be dealing with. All right. So right off the bat, now then, we're starting here. We have to roll for 11, which we'll do in a moment. But I want to show this. This is an exterior model of Opal City Station. It looks like a wheel with an extended spoke or axle in the middle. And these are the spokes going to the axle. And all of these things have elevators in them. It's got apartments. It's got all sorts of stuff. And this is a piece of the street map that they'll be working from. Grand Avenue, and this is Starboard 17th. And that is place number 1, that office in the Gorman building. It's unnamed. Okay, and from there, we're picking up. So let me get this out of here. We have to roll for 11, though, right? And that's a plot twist. All right, this is something new I came up with, okay? We have to roll 1d6 for each location, not each place, okay? So the plot twist, I'll be rolling 1d6. We're going to go by what it says here, and then we're going to figure what's going on for them and when exactly it's going to happen, okay? So I'll put this there. I'm going to roll 1d6. 3. The PCs made a mistake and went to the wrong location. They're delayed 1d6 days and must travel. Roll for 7, 8, and 9. We have to do this again. 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Well, I didn't expect that myself. All right, let's start over. They're not supposed to be on OCS, as it turns out. They're supposed to be somewhere else. Okay. Now we have a 1. That's a possibility. If we roll a 1, this is what I'm going to do. If we roll a 1, which is where PCs were hired, that's what we rolled last time, that's where they were. But now it's a plot twist. Maybe they got that wrong. But if we roll it again, what that means is they got it right, but they're confused, right? So I'll roll 1d6 for however long that they're indisposed, right? And according to this, they'll be delayed 1d6 days. Okay, so if they're delayed 1d6 days, we'll roll for that. But if it turns out that we're rolling for 1, we're going to roll 1d6 days, but cut it in half, right? Because there's no travel involved in that case, right? That just means they are confused. They're confused for a couple of days, but finally they figure it out that they were supposed to be there. Otherwise, this is where we're going. Okay, so let's do it now. 1d6. I don't like this die right now. Let's try, this red die. Let's try the red die. 1d6. Here it is. 3. 2 to 3, space station somewhere. So they're going somewhere else. Because even though they're on a space station, they're going to a different space station. Basically, they're going to another space station, and we're told they were supposed to go on OCS, but somehow they screwed that up. They weren't supposed to go to OCS. He was referring to another space station, maybe with a similar name, but they do have the address, right? So it's going to cost them a certain amount of time and money to get there. All right, 1d6 days for the amount of time it's going to take them. Another 3. 3, 3, and 3 so far. It's going to take them 3 days to get there. So we're going to scratch off 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, it's going to take them 3 days. They were starting here, 1, 2. Okay, they started here. I guess we're up to here now. That's how I'm counting it. All right, so they're up to day 087. And how much did this cost? Well, travel costs are on this one, I think. All right. Being paid. See locations, number of light years, 2d6 for each location for number of light years, including when returning to where they were hired. So we need to roll for light years that's traveled. Total of 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. Goodness. Okay, 3 light years to get to this other space station, and it's going to take them, 3 days to get there. And it's going to cost them, where are we? Travel costs. 1d6 for each location. Okay, let's see how much that was going to cost them. 5 this time. PCs are given waking passage tickets for free. Okay, so basically, they run around a little bit, get confused, contact their person and say, hey, look, there's no building there. You said it was there. And he said, did I say OCS? Did I say OCS? Oh, I'm sorry. I meant some other space station. And to try to make that up to them, this guy provides waking passage tickets for free. It's not going to cost them anything for travel costs. Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Now, where's the cost of living in the new location? Just in case we have to spend some money there. We got a 4. Cost of living is moderate. Pretty much the same as OCS. Okay. Wow. That ate up a lot of time for them. Okay. So, where did we leave off? Now, we don't have anything for our expenses. We don't have to worry about that. Didn't cost them anything. And otherwise, it's going to be the same. Okay, now we have to no, it's not going to be the same. We have to re-roll. We have to re-roll 4, 5, and 8. What was it? What did we have to plot twist? We have to roll 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so 8 we did, and 9 we did. All right, we're up to 10. Okay, number of different places that the PCs will have to visit at each location. This time we're going to re-roll it because they thought they were going somewhere else. All right, it's 6 of 1, really, because we haven't gone to any of the other places there. I could keep that 4, but let's just re-roll because it is a new location. 4 is 3 places this time. Okay, they're going to 3 places. We're going to put that over there, and we're going to come over here instead of 4, 3. Okay, 3 locations. Now let's pick it up. Weirdly, this new space station looks an awful lot like OCS. It's, in fact, the same model of space station, all right? And the map is actually of this place, not OCS. That's how we're working it out. Okay. And they do find the Gorman building here. Okay, now. Previously, we rolled that the NPCs are unaware of where they are. Now, I could re-roll this because it's a new location. However, I didn't say that we have to re-roll 12, so we're going to keep that. They are unaware that they're coming, and that has an effect on their reaction, depending on how things go. Okay, so this is the scenario. Our player characters walk in to the Gorman building, and they go up to this floor, and they find one office that has a plaque, and on the plaque is etched a tree. So, they know this is the place. Here is a desk. I'm going to have number 1 here. Here's a door for our player characters to come in. This is the hallway out here, we're going to say. And you know, again, this is the SUDT, so we're talking about 3 close zones and then other zones if we need them. And there's a door off to the side. We'll put this door right here. So this is sort of a waiting room, right? Yeah, if there's a waiting room, we might have some chairs. We'll call these chairs right here. And there might be a chair there and a chair here. And I think maybe a small cabinet over here. Okay, so that's our scenario. This is the only person that player characters see, or is it? We'll definitely have somebody behind there, but we've got 4 others. So why don't we roll a 4-sided die, and we'll see how many are out here. We've got 3 of them out here, so we'll have somebody sitting here. And let's see. Actually, there were 3. Yeah, there's 3 people and 3 chairs. So we'll go 2, 3, and 4. We'll do that. 4, 3 is over here, and 5 must be behind this door. Okay, that's what's happening with our player characters. And our player characters, they're not back here. They're out in the hallway over here. Selma, being the leader, she'll walk in. And I think probably Malachi will walk in, and he'll stand right around here. And the other 2 will wait outside in case of trouble. Since these guys don't know that they're there, they'll think that there's only 2. Okay, so that's our scenario. Now then, we have to roll a reaction roll. Okay? Basically, Selma's going to come in and say, yeah, I'm looking for a guy named Pilo Roja. I heard he used to work here. I think you can help me out. Now, they don't know this, and it's really just window dressing, but these guys are some minor criminals, and they've been doing a lot of smuggling under the noses of any local crime organizations or indeed the authorities. So that's what they're worried about when our player characters walk in and ask for someone who they haven't seen in a while. Okay. So, NPC reactions to PC inquiries. PCs are after information which can lead them to the next place or location. PCs may only go to one place once per day, so we'll mark this off either way, all right? PCs need positive reactions to get information from each place. PCs may speak with NPCs, fight them, or do both. Well, this time they're just going to talk. Selma's just going to talk and see what the deal is, okay? If the reaction is hostile or violent, and this is the first interaction with this particular place, and the NPCs are unaware that the PCs are coming, their reaction goes up to negative uncooperative. So in other words, if I roll hostile violent right off the bat, they're not going to be hostile violent. They'll just be negative or uncooperative. So we have that going on, all right? There are some other things that we could be doing, all right? We could bribe them if we want to make some changes. We'll see if any of that comes up. All right. So at any rate, when dealing with NPCs, the player character's first roll versus their interpersonal skill or interrogation, criminality, or something else in order to get the NPCs to tell them what they want to know. Criminality would be more or less like, I'm a crook, you're a crook. We all know what we're really doing here. Kind of ingratiate yourself so that, yeah, I'm in the life too. That sort of thing. If they get a success, there's a -1 on the reaction roll below. This is the reaction rolls down here. And a failure is a +1. That means we're adding to the dice in this case. In Stardrifter, we don't usually add to the dice, but this is kind of a special situation. Player characters may only roll once per day to get a positive reaction in a place, but they may try again the next day, and there's other things going on. All right, so she comes in, she says, yeah, we're looking for Pilo Roja. Got any ideas? Well, do they? Let's see. I have a 5. A 5 is negative / uncooperative. Okay. Now then, if we get a negative or uncooperative reaction, we may attempt bribery. Bribery allows for another interpersonal interrogation or criminality roll. All right, that I didn't do. I didn't do that. I'm stupid. I just read it and I didn't do that. Let's see. If she makes it, she gets a +1. If she fails it, she gets a -1. Now, these are the stats. Again, you can't really read them, but I'll go over this. This is Selma, and we're going down to her skills. Now, she's got a bunch of skills, but one of them is interpersonal. She's got an 11/9. The 9 is the initiative differential, which doesn't come into play very often. So it's the 11 we're really concerned about. 11 on a 20-sided die. 11 or less on a 20-sided die. If she makes it, she gets +1. That won't be enough. We already rolled it. She's got a 5. But we could try bribing on top of that, and maybe that'll work. Who knows? Well, that's a 17. Looks like a 17. That's a fail. And the fail immediately turns it into hostile violent. Now let me reread what I had up here, right? I want to see exactly what's happening, okay? If the reaction is hostile violent, and this is the first interaction with this particular place, and the NPCs are unaware that they're coming, their reaction goes up to negative uncooperative. But that's where it was to begin with. All right, so I'm not sure that applies anymore. If they're aware, they will attack. All right, so reading this, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments if you want, but I think reading this literally, all of this had to be exactly as written for this condition to be true in this particular scenario. That is to say, if the reaction is hostile violent right off the bat. The reaction right off the bat was negative uncooperative, right? So this doesn't apply in that case. And that means negative uncooperative means a fight. Okay. Hostile violent reactions mean the player characters must either flee or fight. If they flee, they may try again the next day, but with a +1 on the reaction roll, meaning we're adding 1 to the die, making it even harder tomorrow. So they can fight today, but it's going to be harder tomorrow if they return. I think that they're likely to fight right now rather than flee. It is the first time that they're here. I think they're going to try to fight. Okay. However, let's see. Maybe because it's it's the first encounter. Maybe that isn't what she wants to do. I'm going to roll a 6-sided die. On a 1 or 2, she decides to leave. Right? These guys jump up at their chairs. This one is like reaching for something. That's what I think she's going to do. She's going to 1 or 2, she'll leave. And 3, 4, 5, 6, they're going to fight. Because I think they would probably want to fight. I have a 4. You can't see it too well. 4. They're going to fight. Okay. So, that's what we're about. All right. So, if we... hang on. Blank. And let's see. Blank. No. We're going to do... I had this up at just a little bit before. That's the one we're after. And we're going to here. And then we're going to go to our combat order checklist. All right. So here's our checklist. Number 1 is ambush. That doesn't count. Nobody's being ambushed. 2, declare actions. We're all going to declare actions. She's going to draw her pistol. Malachi's drawing his pistol. Malachi's going to try to shoot this guy. She's going to try to shoot this guy. And these guys, the door's shut. They can't really react just yet. They have to wait until the shooting starts before they really know what's going on. I suppose Selma could have had her comm open and they could have been listening in, but still, they're not going to be able to react this round because they have a door that's closed in the way, and that would take at least 1 round to get that open and get anything done. That being said, in Stardrifter, you can perform a small action and move and use a skill. And skill in this case will be a combat skill. They would be able to attack because the small action is opening the door, and then they can do things. These doors slide open like, science fiction doors tend to do. They slide open. Yeah, I think they're all going to be able to attack this round. However, we're going to... that one says roll initiative. This is an old list. Do I have the new list? Let me see if I have the new list. I think the new list might be there. Read and let's see. No, that's not. I'm sorry. I was not doing what I wanted to do. Okay, I apologize. I'm confused as always. If you've seen any of these other things, you know that I get confused easily. Okay. Use a skill. All right. These guys are going to use skills. They've jumped up. They're on their feet. This guy's sitting down. They're all going to bring up weapons. Okay. And I have these guys listed out here. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is behind the door. He won't be reacting just yet. Because he wasn't prepared and he wasn't all wired in and ready for prime time here. All right, so these guys, they're all using pistols. Everybody's drawing a pistol and they're going to attempt to use it. Okay, number 1 on Selma. He rolls a 10. What is his skill? His skill level, number 1, is an 8. He needs an 8 or less. He has missed her. Okay. I don't know that I'm going to use, I do have rules for missed attacks. Okay. I do have rules for missed attacks. Do we want to use that? Let's see. We'll go here and we'll go down to, combat. Where is, you know what? I don't think I will. Because it's just going to slow things down. Maybe in one of these future scenarios I will when I have things a little better organized. But this time we're not going to worry about missed missed attacks just yet. Missed ranged attacks. All right. So, this guy has missed. Bullet goes wild. All right. So that's number 1. We'll go to number 2. He's going to try to shoot Malachi. This guy also rolls a 10. That's a miss. We have number 3. He will go odd or even, maybe, because he was kind of watching her. I get, yeah, because he was going to go for him. He would go there. He might go there, or he might go there. So let's go odd, even. Odd. He's going to try to shoot Malachi. All right. He rolls a 12. That's a miss. Okay, so that was 1. And number 4, who will try to get Selma. A 7 will hit. A 7 will hit. Now, here's the question. Selma, part of her armor is a ballistic shield. Not a collapsible one, which is in this game, but a regular one. Those are big. I don't think she walked in here with that thing ready to go. This is our first interaction with anybody on this first adventure. All right? I don't think she's got it. Maybe she's got it with her. It might be strapped to her back, but she doesn't have it ready right now. So I'm not going to count that. This is a hit, but she doesn't get to count her ballistic shield. Okay, so in Stardrifter, when you are hit, we have to now consider armor. Okay, any roll that is equal to or less than the character's skill is a successful hit. Also armor. Okay, yeah, it's going to be armor for her. All right, now Selma, probably can't read this, but Selma has 1 die 6 plus 1 is the shield. We're not counting that. 1 die 8 plus 1 is for her chest plate. And 1 die 4 plus 1 is for the flak vest underneath the chest plate. So we're going to roll 1 die 8 and 1 die 4, and then plus 1 for each of those. All right? So we got 1, 2, and we have 6, 7. 7 plus... Okay, you know what I didn't do? Forget that. I'm getting ahead of myself. This guy has not rolled damage. He's using a pistol. All right, yeah, let's slow down. This is number 4. He's using a pistol, and number 4 is actually a better shot than the others. His skill is 10, so he would have hit on a 10. But he's using a pistol, which does 2 die 6 plus 1, or plus 2 rather. 2 die 6 plus 2. Oh, that's a nasty hit. So that's 10 plus 2 is 12 points of damage to Selma. Okay. 12 points of damage. Ouch. Okay. So now we will roll her chest plate and her flak vest for armor. All right. We've got, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see those? Yeah, that's a 4. That's a 4 right there. And plus 1 is 5, and that's a 2. Plus 1 is 3. So that's a total of 8 points. She took 12. The armor soaks up 8 of that. That leaves 4 points that Selma has to endure, okay? So that comes off of her stamina first, all right? So instead of 8, she now has 4 stamina. Stamina in Stardrifter are kind of temporary hit points. It's getting bopped in the head and you shake your head and you're a little dazed for a bit, but then you go on. That's kind of what the heroes do in the movies, right? That's what she's dealing with. This comes back fast. She just needs to rest a few minutes and she'll start getting it back. Hit points are different. Hit points are when you're really hurting. So she's not there yet. And only player characters have stamina. The NPCs do not. Okay, so that's all of them. Except, what did we say? These two, or that's all the villains. This guy will be coming out next round. He's surprised by what's going on, but he'll be coming out. All right, now it's our player character's turn. So Selma is going to draw her pistol and shoot at this guy. All right, let's see. All right, Selma, what do you got? Critical. In Stardrifter, you get a critical success for a skill on a roll of a 1, and that's what she's got. And when it comes to doing damage, critical success equals double damage or max damage, whichever one is higher, right? So for a pistol, it's 2 die 6 plus 2. Oops. All right, so we've got 3, 6 plus 2 is 8. All right, that is less than the max. All right, the max that you can roll at 2 die 6 plus 2 is 14. So this is less than the max on the dice. And the max is what we're going to go with because it is a critical hit. This guy takes 14 points of damage in the face. All right. He does have a flak vest on. All right. Why he's sitting there doing desk-bound duty while wearing a flak vest, I don't know. But we don't know what these guys do the rest of their day, right? So this is number 1. Number 1, he is wearing 1 die 4 plus 1. That is a flak vest. Let's roll 1 die 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay. 14 minus 4 is 10, but he only has 6 hit points. This guy's gone. All right. Draw a line straight through this guy. He's gone. Bam. All right. Malachi. He's going to shoot this guy. All right. Malachi. He rolls a 6. A 6 is a hit for Malachi. 2 dice 6 plus 2. Again, it's a pistol. Oh, this one's not so good. 2 plus, let's do, hang on, let's do it this way. 1 plus 1. No. Let's be smart about this. 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay. That guy is also wearing a flak vest. And that means flak vest is 1 die 4 plus 1 that it protects you against. So that's 5. This guy only took 1 point of damage. Just 1 point of damage for this guy. That's number 3. 1 point of damage means he's just down. He also had 6 hit points, but he's down at 5, and he's annoyed. He caught that in the chest, and the rest is kind of internal bruising. That last point is internal bruising, I guess. All right. This door, Dremmer hits the button and immediately targets somebody. He's going to go for that guy, number 4. All right. Well, what'd he go for? He's got these two in the way. We're going to go 1 or 2, odd or even. All right. I'll drop that die. I have a 3. That is odd. He's going to go for number 2. All right. An 11 will hit for him. His skill, this is Dremmer. His combat skill is 15. All right, you can't see that. Sorry. I gotta make sure I'm framed up here. It's a 15 for his skill. All right, that's a hit. He is using a rifle, not a pistol. And rifles do more damage, as you might expect. Rifle does 2 die 8. 2 die 8 plus 2. Okay. 2 die 8 plus 2. We've got 7 and 6 is 13 plus 2 is 15. And, well, I'm going to roll for this guy's flak vest, but it won't really matter. Oop, that's on the side. Re-roll. That's a 3 plus 1 would be 4. So 15, that's 11 points this guy is left with, but he too only has 6 hit points. Okay, now we're down 2 characters, 2 NPCs. This guy is dead. All right. And this guy has jumped up. He's going to fire or wants to fire. He already tried this round. It is now time for Crate. He doesn't really have... Well, we've got one guy and that guy's dead, but all of this happens simultaneously. There is a chance he would have targeted this guy. Well, they're in the way, though. No, he's really the only viable target. So we're going to roll a 20-sided die. Crate attacking this guy. 19's a miss. Okay, so he missed. Now, you know what I haven't been doing for these NPCs is I haven't been rolling... I'm running too quickly. Everybody has to roll for the number of shots they have fired, right? These are automatic or semi-automatic weapons. They pull their pistols and go bang, 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 bang. How many shots did it take, even if they hit, how many shots did it take to get that hit in? All right, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna roll. Okay, so for Selma, bullets. Okay, these are all pistols except for Dremmer. All right, so Selma, she fired, Crate fired, and the other guys fired. Okay, so let's do. We're doing 1d8. Selma first. 4. It took her 4 shots to make that hit. All right, so her pistols carry 20 rounds, so she's at a 16. All right. Now it's Malachi. He rolled another 4, more or less a 4. That's also 16. We've got Dremmer. Now Dremmer used a rifle, and that's a 1d12 for the number of rounds. This is an automatic weapon that he used. He rolled 7. Okay. Now, rifles have 50 rounds in a clip, so he's down to 43. Okay. And let's see, that's there. And finally, we've got Crate, who missed, but we still have to roll. And he fired 3 bullets. And that would bring him to... Oh, that's the wrong guy. That would bring him to 17 bullets in there. Now, they all have reloads, but not everyone does, right? Not everyone has a reload. Like number 3... who's still up and at him, he doesn't have a reload. The other guys did, but they're dead. We're not going to worry about that right now. But we are going to roll for this guy, because who knows, he might run out. Sometime, if he survives long enough, he might run out. He fired 4 rounds when he tried to shoot at Malachi, and he missed. So he fired 4 bullets, and he's there. So he's down to 16 bullets. Okay, and that is the end of this first round. Okay, now the next round. This guy's going to open the door and he's going to shoot at somebody. We also have 3 and we have 4. They're both up and at him. Our characters are probably going to move him. I'm declaring actions right now. Let's see. I think, honestly, if I were these guys, I think he would want to run over here and take some cover, and he would want to run over here and take some cover, right? And I think when the door opens, this guy will shoot, and I think nobody else is alive, and I think our heroes will come in. Now, I think Malachi will come over to here. Selma, I think, is going to run to here and try to take that guy out. Dremmer is going to step in. Now, he does have his shield and everything ready, and so does Crate. And I think Crate will come in and come this way, trying to attack those guys. Okay, that's everybody moving at the same time. Now we're going to do attacks, and I'm going to do the NPCs first. All right, so this guy's moving. He's going to attack, and he's going to shoot at Selma. 3 is going to be shooting at Malachi. And 5, who was behind here, he's going to shoot at either Selma or Crate. Let's do odd even on that. Odd, Crate, even Selma. Odd, Crate. He's going to shoot at Crate. Okay, that's what we're dealing with right now. Okay, so NPCs first. Number 4 on Selma. An attack. He rolled a 12. That is a miss for him. He needed a 10, because he is, as I said, on this sheet, number 4, his skill level is 10. Oh, combat pistol. Okay, he missed. Number 3 on Malachi. Okay, he rolled a 13. That's a miss. Malachi is crouching behind this chair that does offer him some cover, and we'll figure out what the cover is going to give him. It's a situational modifier on this guy, but he would have missed either way, so that was a miss. And 5 is going to take a shot at Crate. We have a 3. That's going to hit. That is going to hit Crate. Okay, so Crate is wearing... he's got a shield. And he's got a chest plate or no, a shield, he's got a flex vest, and underneath the flex vest, he's got a flak vest. A flex vest is like, uh, it's got a ballistic oobleck type of material, so it becomes super hard if it gets a quick impact. So that's what he's dealing with. And those three things each have one, one die that we're dropping plus one. So I have one die, we have one die 6, one die 6, and one die 4. So one die 6, one die 6, one die 4. All right. We've got 2 plus 1 is 3. 5 plus 1 is... I haven't rolled the guy's damage yet. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself one more time. This guy's damage. This guy hardly hurt him at all. We've got 3. 1, 2 plus 1 is 3. Plus 2 is 5. Okay, so now I'm going to roll for Crate's armor. That alone soaks up his armor, but it's going to be from the outside in, and the shield takes the damage right off the bat. All right, so the shield takes it. Let's see. All right, so he's fine, and armor PR, armor SR. All right, that's something I didn't... That's another thing I wanted to keep track of here. SR is structural rating. It's the amount of points that the armor can take before it is damaged. Now, who got shot before? Selma got shot before. We'll figure out how much damage that was. That was 4 points that came off her SR for... she was wearing that, so it'll be half and half. Let me do this first. I know it was a previous round, but let me do this first for her. So that's 2 points of there and 2 points from there. So she now is at 28 and 18 on the armor that she's wearing. And Crate, all of it got soaked up by his ballistic shield. So that right there, or would it get all soaked? Well, I guess so, because that's what he rolled really well with. But we're gonna spread it out over the 3, right? Because he took it was supposed to be 5 points, and we're gonna go 2, 2, and 3. Why not? Okay. Would it? No, it wouldn't make sense. Wouldn't make sense. Okay, we're gonna take it all off his shield. All right, so that's 5 points off the shield, and let's see. That brings that to 25. Okay, that was him getting shot, and that was the NPC's attack. All right, now we have Selma, who's going to attack this guy. Now, this guy is crouching behind there, but I'm going to say that is only, that is not good cover. That's not great cover. It gives him something, but it's not great cover. I have to look up the rules for cover. One sec. Damage category, damage and healing. Combat damage. Impact damage, asphyxiation, stress. Sorry. I'm slow. Very, very slow. All right. I don't have it listed here. I have it here, but I can't find it quickly, and I don't want this to drag out. So, we're not going to worry about that right now. Body zone damage effect. We're not doing that. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about cover because I can't find it quickly. All right, and those are NPCs. Oh, this might come into thing. This is nerve. I'm going to leave nerve up. You never know. You never know. All right, I'm not going to worry about it because I don't have the rules in front of me. No cover. We're not going to count cover right now, this time. I'll have all that set up for a future fight. All right, so she's just going to attack. She's just going to attack. All right. Let's see. What have we got? She's got a 15 as a miss. She missed. All right. Crate is going to after 3. Malachi is going to go after 5. And Dremmer, odd, even. Okay. Dremmer rolls even. He's going after 5. All right. So, Crate first at number 3. Let me get one that's easier to read. Okay. 14's a miss for Crate. Okay. Dremmer going after number 5. He rolled a 16. That's a miss for him. Jeepers. And Malachi, finally. Malachi rolls a 3, which is a hit. Okay. He rolls a 3. All right, because Uh, Malachi, his skill is 12 with a pistol, and Dremmer's, of course, is 15, and Crate's is a 11. And those others missed, but Mal has hit. 2 die 6 plus 2. He rolls 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. All right, 9 points. Number 5, how many points does he have? Number 5 has 7 hit points. All right, so it's possible he could live through this easily. He could easily live through this. But not with that roll. That roll is for his armor. His armor is... Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is number 5? Number 5 has got a shield. All right, let's re-roll entirely for number 5. He's got a shield, and he's got a flak vest. All right, so 5 plus 1 for the shield is 6. 3 plus 1 is 4. That's a total of 10 points. His armor takes all of that damage. Okay, his armor takes all of that damage. This guy is still up and running and has not been hurt. All right, so I'm going to mark the structural rating off of him. I'm going to go half and half, so it's 5, 25, and slash 25. He's still there. He's been shot, but he's still there. He's just fine, actually. Just fine. And that is the end of that round. A lot of shooting. A lot of shooting. That is the end of the round. All right, next. I think Selma's going to move over here, so we're not going to have any problems there. Crate's going to come over here and get partial cover. Dremmer is going to run here and just stand up behind him while he is squatting down with his pistol over there, and these guys are not moving. That is everybody's movement for this round, and now the NPCs. First, this guy. He's got 2 targets now, odd, even. First, even. He's going to shoot at Crate this time. He rolled an 8. That's number... Who is that? Number 4. Number 4, I believe his skill level is a 10. He has hit. All right. 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 2 is 10 points. Again, Crate is not using his shield. Next time these guys have to come in packing and ready, but they weren't ready this time. Oh well, they're going to wish they were. All right, 10 points. Now, Crate has got a flex vest, and he's got... let's see. Yeah, we're not using the shield, which is the 1 die 6 plus 1. We're doing the 1 die 6 plus 1 for the flex vest and 1 die 4 plus 1 for his flak vest underneath. All right, so he's got 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 plus 1 is 4. That's 11. His armor has completely taken that, soaked up that shot. He's fine. He's taken no damage, but his armor, not so much. All right, Crate. Let's see. Now, let's... Nope, that's not right. That should have been 20. Now we're at 15 for the flex vest. And we're down to 15 for his flak vest. So Crate took that shot. He's fine, but his armor is starting to get a little chewed up. We're going to have to replace some of this. And this is going to be part of their expenses. So... that's why we needed to know about all that stuff. All right. So that was the first attack against these guys. All right. A little bit popping out like that. All right. Now then, Selma's attack. No, that was his attack. All right. Now 3. He can attack Dremmer or Malachi. He could attack Crate as he was moving. He could attack Selma. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, odds are it's going to be these guys. I'm going to roll a d6. 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5, 6. 1 to 2, 3 to 4. He's going after Dremmer. Okay. We're going to drop this die for that guy. That is a 17. That's a miss. Well, that bumped it. Let's try it again. 19's a miss. Okay. This guy, he was going after Dremmer last time. I think I'm going to do the same thing. The same kind of roll for them. 1. He's going after Malachi this time. Okay. 17, close enough. That is a miss. Okay, so that all the NPCs have missed. It kind of matters about their bullets, how many they're shooting. All right, so they're doing 1d8. So 1d8 for this guy. That's 8 shots. He took bang, 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 but he missed. All right, so 8 bullets out of this guy. And that is number 4. 8 bullets. All right. Let's see. We're gonna do that. So he's down to 12 rounds. Okay, now number 3. Another 8. Oh, geez. Number 3. He's down to 7. And if they don't have any reloads, they're out when it comes to NPCs. That's the way I'm working it. If they have no more weapons, then they are done. All right. And finally, number 5 has fired 7. And he's down to that. Now, yes, they rolled last time and missed 2. All 3 of them did. I could keep rolling dice, but it slows things down. Let's just assume that I'm counting it now. No, that's wrong, right? That's not right. All right. We're going to count for them too. Okay, we're going to do it real quick, though. All right, we're going to count it this row. This guy had 4 that he missed last time, right? Okay, so he's down to only 3 rounds, okay? This guy, the next guy is 3. He is 3. He fired 3 rounds last time, so we're going to count that as 9. And finally, this guy, number 5, only fired 1, and he's at 12. Okay. This matters, right? Because number 3 is almost out of bullets. Next round, he may very well, give up if he's still alive. Okay. So, Selma and Crate are both going to shoot at number 4. Selma first. A 3. A 3. Okay. We have a 3. And that is a hit. So Selma is firing her pistol at point blank range. Not that that gives us any extra damage, but there you go. 7 plus 1, no, 7. Total of 7 plus 2 is 9 points of damage. This guy, of course, is wearing a flak vest. Let's see. Rolls 4 plus 1 is 5. So he's taken, let's see, 4 minus 9, 5 rather, minus 9 is 4 points that he has to take. And this is number 4. Number 4 has got 7 points, so he has 3 points left. And now he has to roll versus his nerve because he's taken over half. Over half his damage means we have a nerve roll. Okay. Now, it depends on the type of NPC he is and the kind of loyalty they've got. And I think this guy has a degree of loyalty or interest in the current situation. And that includes most private security and mercenaries and random criminals in a gang. Well, that kind of counts for him. So I have to roll a 10 or less on a 20-sided die, or this guy is going to give up. Okay? 10 or less. He rolled an 11. He's like, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. And he throws the weapon over, right? So we're going to move him back, flip him over because he's now a non-combatant. He will not fire. And he's going to crawl underneath the desk and hide his head. Okay, that's that guy. Now then, Crate was going to shoot. Crate was shooting at the same time. Maybe this didn't happen. Maybe this didn't happen at all. Maybe this guy's dead. Let's see. Crate. Crate rolled a critical. That is going. The guy only had 3 points left. Minimum on a critical. You saw that. That was a 1. You saw that. Minimum on a critical is going to be max damage. This guy was dead. He never got a chance to give up. He had a bad career choice. That's all. Okay, so he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. These two are still fighting, but that's half their number. As a group, they now have to roll for nerve. If they fail this, they will not continue fighting. They will attempt to give up or negotiate. I rolled a 4. They're going to keep fighting. All right. They saw their guys get gunned down, and they're really annoyed. All right. Well, that's fine. That would have happened next round anyway. In the meantime, these two are attacking. We're going to say Dremmer after this guy, Malachi after this guy. Okay? So, let's do that. Dremmer first. A 4 is a hit. And that is number 3. Number 3 is, let's see. He has not been hurt yet. Yes, he has. He took 1 point of damage already. And that's 5. And that's 7. Oh. All right. So 12, 13, 14 points on this guy. Even with his armor, it's not going to matter. It's not going to be enough. But we'll see what his armor does for him. Takes 3 points off of that 14. That's an 11. He only had 5 left. This guy is gone. Okay. And number 4 was gone. And now number 5 is gone. Or about to be shot at. Anyway. All right. Malachi, what do you got for me? That is a 5. Can you see that? That's a 5. That is a hit. All right. 2 die 6. We have 6, 7, 8. Plus 2 is 10 points. Minus 1 die 4 plus 1. 4, 5. So this guy takes 5 points of damage. He's got 2 points left. All right, that's number 5. He's there. Now he, again, must roll a nerve score, but now he is the only one left. I am going to mark it down. He is not especially loyal. He has to roll an 8 or less on a 20-sided die, or he's going to give up right now. I roll a 5. He's going down swinging. He doesn't care about anybody. All right. He's going to shoot over here because Mal just shot him, so he's going to keep shooting back. And he hates Malachi now because he got shot pretty bad. 16's going to miss. And now all 4 will shoot at this guy. All right. So first off, we'll do Malachi. We'll get Mal a chance to finish this guy off. Mal rolls a 3, which is a hit. This guy has only got 2 points. Minimum damage that he'll be doing is 4 points of damage. This guy is dead. They have killed this guy. All right? Now, what that means, you can say, well, how are they going to get the information if they kill this guy? They got all these computers. They got records in the other room. The idea is that you must defeat them. If you defeat them, either if somebody's still alive, you get it directly from that person. If someone is dead, if everybody's dead, I should say, you can find that information somewhere in the smoking ruins of the location where you are, or I should say the place where you are. And they will then do that. They have, they go through all of this stuff, they dig through it, and they find out their next location. Now, their next location, I don't know, I say location, the next place they have to go to, we're going to have to figure that out next time. So, next time, we're going to go with the next location. Remember, we had to re-roll how many places in this location. I keep mixing those terms up. How many places they have to go in this new location, and they have to go to 3. This is the first one. Now they have number 2 they're going to have to go to, and we'll figure that out next time. Thanks for watching.